Hey lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Right here on this road is Bescott Road, and the reason I'm standing here is because on this video I will be talking about me relocating to Walsall. You see, this was the place I stayed when I first moved into Walsall from London. I mean, it's a typical British road, not so busy, and to the left I'm just going to show you, this is the Methodist Church, the Pleck Methodist Church, and I'm just going to walk right into it. So this is the place that welcomed me when I first moved to Walsall, and my whole life in Walsall surrounds, revolves around this community, the Pleck Methodist Church, and I will be telling you more about it as we go along in this video. And I will also be having a chat with a lovely lady called Margaret Gibbons. She is the one that got me into this church, and I will tell you all about it, how we met and how I find myself living here up until now. So I've got here with me Margaret, who is like my mother in the UK. So I came to Walsall in 2007 it was, and I was living on Bescott Road. So we are on Bescott Road. I will show you the roads in a minute. Typical British road, isn't it?
Very.
Yeah. And I was selling some stuff in a magazine called Clean Easy, for those who know, and I was dropping them through the letterboxes. And when I got to Margaret's door, she was, most of the time people don't bother. People just tell me, oh, take this back. I'm not interested. That was the only way I could make money at that time. So I dropped it at Margaret's door, and when I came back to collect it, she was very nice and welcoming. And I thought, oh, right. And just so you know, in Warsaw, there are not many black people. So I was one of the very few, and it was quite different from where I come from, which was London. So I felt quite intrigued. This lady was quite interested in what I was selling, and she wanted to know more about me. So we had a chat, didn't we?
You did.
Yes, and she,
I'm just nosy.
I know, you are always, Margaret, and it's a good thing. Well, most of the time. So yeah, she just wanted to know more about me, and I did tell her. And she invited me to the church, but I didn't come to the church straight away. That was, I think I came to Warsaw about September, and I didn't come to the church till around December.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Well, don't worry, I'll remind you. And the thing that struck me is, I had not seen this lady since September. And then when I came to church in December, I think it was Christmas Day, Margaret remembered my name. And I was so touched. And ever since, she's been so remarkable in my life and the life of my family. And I just wanted to thank her for, welcoming me into her home.
I'm going to crawl away in a moment.
So this is like our second home. And I don't know, what did you think when you got to know me and my challenges with sickle cell,
Well, I didn't know anything about sickle cell. I knew it existed, and I knew who it affected, yeah. But I didn't know anything about it. But I can't remember how we found the book.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You brought me a book, which was really good. It was in layman's language and explained it very carefully, which helped me understand what you were going through.
Yes, I think I got that book from the Sickle Cell Society, just very basic about sickle cell disease. But obviously the real experience was all the time is that I got sick. And, you supported me, you and Barry's her husband, you supported me so well. And I was always in church. I've never missed church. And I was a deacon at church as well, because it was quite, it was my family, it was my community, and I wanted to be part of it. And throughout my challenges, Margaret was there with me, up and down. And I just cannot overemphasize how grateful I am to you and the Gibbons family. Yeah.
It was, they were very hard-working times. So, I mean, you weren't the only one for very long, were you? The church filled up with people from Africa.
Yeah.
We had 19 countries represented at one time.
Me. Wow.
I think it's down to 6 now.
And it keeps growing.
But I think you might be quite shocked at the congregation now because I'm a minority.
You are indeed. And I tell you, when I came to Warsaw, the church, we were, a minority. You could count the number of black and ethnic minority people in the church. But now it's exactly the opposite.
Yes.
And it's incredible. You have welcomed so many immigrants into the community.
We have people who think of us as family all over the country, really.
Indeed, yeah.
We have sadly had a few who got sent back to their own countries, which wasn't very nice.
And I think the reason I have stayed in Warsaw ever since, and I'm sure most of you might be asking, but since you came to Warsaw, you haven't moved? No, I have no reason whatsoever to move because this is my home. I lived in London for a very long time. Yes, I enjoyed living in London to an extent, but here I feel like I'm at home. I feel comfortable. The people are so welcoming. The community, it's so welcoming, and there's no other place that I would have wanted to be.
Well, you've got a nice school for your children, haven't you? And everything, which is very important, and a beautiful home.
It is, yes. Well, thank you very much. I just thought I should show you the woman who has been taking care of me.
Oh dear. And, who's now very, very embarrassed.
Well, no, you're not. It's okay. I'm sorry for embarrassing you, but thank you very much, Margaret.
You're very welcome.
And I will see you later. And right here we have got Sister Dora. For those of you who know or don't, Sister Dora was a 19th century nurse who worked relentlessly towards nursing, especially during the 19th century. She did a lot of work helping the injured during the war, and she played a magnificent role in nursing. So if you go to the Walsall Manor Hospital, you will see a sculpture in this artwork in quite a number of places in the hospital. So yeah, there you go. So right here is the bridge in Walsall Town Centre, and I just thought I should show you one of the sculptures. There's quite a few, but I decided to pick this one. So this right here is a two-faced sculpture. It was done by an artist called Tom Lomax, and it represents a two-faced god called Janus. That's Janus. Not sure why, but there you go. And it is two-faced. So there is another face on the other side of it. It's interesting. It looks nice. It used to be an old fountain, but it was dry for some time, and I think the council decided to put up this two-faced sculpture. So there you go. But yeah, we just come here and have a good time. So over there is the tennis court where you can book and play tennis sessions with your friends, your family. So we come here and have a little picnic, and I just bring the kids round. We come for a walk and just have a lovely, lovely day. It's the summer, and we just have to enjoy the outdoor. And we go. I just love it here, so tranquil, so nice and quiet, just where you want to be on a nice summer day. Hello and welcome to the beautiful city of Walsall. We are sitting in the park, and I thought, you know what guys, let's just come to the park and do this video. It's a beautiful day, and of course I'm talking about moving to Walsall. There is no better way of showing you the beauty of it. Well, just a part of it. So yeah, we have come from the Pleck area, speaking to Margaret. She's a lovely lady, godmother to my son, and I thought, let me just come to the park and just enjoy the greenery of it. So yes, I moved to Walsall back in 2007, and like I said, back then there were not many people of my colour, living in Walsall. So the support for sickle cell was very limited, and yeah, that's some noise from the council cleaning, guys. That's the price you pay for recording in the park. It's just beautiful. Oh, hello, I've got a friend, I've got a visitor. Hello. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I love living in Walsall. This park where we are is called the Arboretum Park, and it's just a about a 5 minutes walk from where we live. So going back to moving to Walsall, there wasn't enough sickle cell support group, so I was having to get back in touch with my people in London, the Sickle Cell Society, and all the folks. Yamide, he was based in South London, and you know, they had to direct me to places like Oscar Birmingham and Oscar Sandwell, where I would go for support. I also was going to the Walsall Manor Hospital, where I was receiving treatment and care. I used to go there for my hospital appointments. But the challenge there was that there were not many people that understood sickle cell disease, and you know, it was a bit of a challenge. Most of the time when I get sick, when I'm in a crisis, guys, can you believe I will go in there and have to wait for hours for me to be looked after, or for pain relief to be administered. And I tell you, it was not funny. In 2011, it got so bad that I suffered a stroke in the hospital, and I did not find this funny. And I mean, over the years, things have improved, you know, when it comes to sickle cell care in Walsall. So because of the lack of it, you know, and the scarcity of support for people with sickle cell, we have taken things into our hands. And I tell you, we have taken it upon ourselves to set up a community support group. Yes, we did. So my husband and I, we set up a charity called the Plasma of Hope. You see, when we came to Walsall, there was very little known about sickle cell. So over the time, we have educated people, because we don't want our folks to come here and decide to move away because they don't have that support. You know, having that support in the community is very important. So I am shouting out to all of you guys there that are thinking of moving to Walsall. I tell you, there are lots of beautiful things to discover in Walsall. A beautiful place for families, you know, lovely, good schools, beautiful parks. This is just one of them. I tell you, there's loads of parks in Walsall. And of course, very importantly, there is a support group. So Plasma of Hope is a registered charity that looks after people and their families that suffer with sickle cell disease. So if you decide to move to Walsall, don't be afraid. There is support there for you. Okay, we will look after you, and we will make sure all your needs are met when it comes to the support for sickle cell. So yeah, we're just here enjoying the view, enjoying the scenery. You know, there's lots of things to do in here. So if you want to come around anytime, feel free to do so. I'm just going to turn the camera around and just give you a snippet of it, just my surroundings, because it's a very big park, you see. So just going to show you. I'm just sitting on the bench. You can see the beauty of the trees, and there are lots of people walking their dogs around. It's quiet now because the children are at school. You know, the holidays are coming. Oh my God, it's going to be beautiful, and with all the children running around. So there is no better way of enjoying the summer, you know, than coming out in the park. We stay indoors all the time, especially people with sickle cell, you know, because of the cold. We tend to stick around inside quite a lot. So when the weather is this good, come outside and just just breathe. You just absorb the fresh air and just take it away. All right, I'll just show you around now. So sitting here, I'm just there's just a lovely water path going down. There's a big lake down there. It goes all the way down. Right, so it's gonna be a wrap from us. If this is your first time, please subscribe, like and share if you like to get more content from me. And thank you for watching, and thank you for all the subscribers. And please like, share, comment, tell me what you think. If you live in Walsall and you are struggling to find support, or wherever you're living and you're struggling to find support for sickle cell, please put it in the comments below, and we will, you know, have a chat about that. There is lots of support out there. And also, do not forget to hit the notification button so that you do not miss our next video. See you next time. Bye bye now.